Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your beginning of the month reading for October. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, so what's going on with you? Okay, what you are thinking or feeling, or the energy surrounding you for the beginning of the month. Best message, please, for Cancer Leo. Oh, there it is, lying right out. You got the Two of Wands coming out, talking about those choices, dreaming, looking towards the future. Okay. Clarifying on the Two of Wands, please. This card's not only going to clarify on the Two of Wands, but the entire reading. Right there, accelerated motion. So there definitely is some dreaming, some looking out, making new choices with the accelerated motion. It feels like it's time that you get those dreams and choices into motion, right? And it feels like that's what you're doing. You're like, okay, it's time to really start getting going over here. You got the universe over here. Wow, you got the world and the Wheel of Fortune going on over here. That's how I like to see the universe. You have the Triumph and Passions Ignited is upside down. So let's get over here to this Triumph over here. It feels like there's a lot of victory going on over here. You felt very victorious about a situation in the recent past. Could have been a week ago, a month ago. To get how it resonates. You felt like there was a lot of growth. There was also a lot of choices there too. Where there was victory, though, you do feel like there was a King of Cups around you, and definitely could be a Pisces or a Cancer around you. It's going to either be the one way or the other way, guys. Let's check this how it resonates. One of you is sad and doesn't feel like anything's really going the way you want it to go. And then the other feels like there's a lot of growth. And I think that we're doing a good job. So I'm not sure, because the Cancer is here. And we've got all this water. So it could be you who's saying, I don't think that it's going as good as it should be. But you could be dealing with an Aries over here who's saying, but I think we have a lot of growth and there's a lot of choices and we have a lot of victory going on within the relationship. But it just feels like you're kind of wibbly wobbly over here going, but it could be better. I don't know, because you have the Two of Wands here and the Two of Wands there. So it just feels like you're saying, I wanted the relationship to be better than it was. But Aries over here thinks that we're doing a great job, but I just don't feel it. I don't think that you see the victory where this other person was seeing the victory. It feels like you wanted more. But I feel like you also felt like you guys could grow more together. But they were kind of stale and they didn't really grow. They just stayed, but they thought everything was fine. Now, it doesn't mean that the relationship was horrifying. It just means that you expected them to grow and for the relationship to mature more. But it feels like Aries wasn't going to do so. They just want to stay there. They want to stay there, right? Like not moving. And therefore, if you're not moving and having the emotional, yeah, it was like kind of an emotional detachment. It feels like you wanted them to be more emotional growth with you, spiritual growth, emotional growth, things of this nature, and they didn't. And I think it's kind of depressing though for you, because you said after all these times that we were together, I expected you to grow with me, and you didn't. You stayed as a stumpy branch. So it feels like with this one, Cancer Leo, that you're growing this way and they're stumping out, right? Like they stopped. And you expected them to keep going. And they're saying, no, but it's fine. I think we're doing great. And you don't feel the attachment that you wanted. That's really what it looks like. Take it how it resonates is the only way I can really see that. Because what I'm hearing is that it has everything to do with growth within the relationship. One feels everything was victorious and the other didn't feel as victorious as the other. So with the universe over here, it's like with the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is not just talking now about the choices, the accelerated motion. You're also talking about moving on from this other person, you know, Do I need to move out of this relationship because they're not going to grow with me? It's not an easy choice, but does it have to be made? Do I need to find my place, right? Find someone who is going to grow with me, because it's really dreaming of preparing yourself to really find someone who's going to grow with you, because it feels stalemate. Just, that's the way it is, right? It's like checkmate, stalemate. There's no moving. There's nothing's going on. So are you preparing yourself to step out of this relationship to find somebody more like-minded who wants to be within a great position of yourself and have the spiritual growth and do the things and give you room for improvement within a relationship? Or are you praying that they will actually do so? Whoa. Okay, so, wow. I guess we'll find out. Some of you, it's going to be different, and there it is. I didn't patiently plan. The universe is saying, I'm giving you this new opportunity in the present. It's up to you, though. It's your choice. Of course it's your choice. You have free will. No one's going to make you do anything, right? Or the accelerated motion in the dream that you're looking for. But the patience and planning that you're looking for really doesn't look like the love that you're looking for is going to actually do anything. It looks like they're not really on the same page of growing as the way you're growing. Look, you're the high priestess. If you're the high priestess and your love is upside down, then you know that you're separating from this person because you guys are not on the same page with the seven of coins upside down. Where's the patience and the planning? Where's the getting to the next move? We can't just be in a relationship and just stop growing. We grow and grow and grow, right? If we stop growing, then one's going to start growing and you're going to leave the other behind. So you see that this is inflexible. You see that they're stubborn. You see that there's failure of them moving toward you in the way that you want the relationship to grow. So it could be that you're feeling right now and asking, and the universe is saying, you can take a break from love. Are you taking a break from love and just focusing upon yourself and figuring out where you're going to move next? Looking for your own well-being? Is that the top priority that you have at this time? You know, is to figure out how we're going to do this and what's going to go on next. Because you look, your passion is ignited is upside down. You're saying they're not giving me the passion that they used to once give me. Yeah. You're using a lot of generosity towards yourself, but I do believe there's a lot of generosity towards this other person as well. But the generosity can only go so far before it becomes a challenge, and you're always standing your ground. But you know what, guys, it's kind of funny because this is the fire sign, so I'm going to say they're always standing their ground, which means when you come to them and ask them about these things, they're in denial. They want to challenge you. They want to say, what are you talking about? You don't give it any thought, right? There's no thought. But it does cause some anxieties, but it feels like they are more in anxiety because they don't understand what you're talking about. I don't see how they don't understand this. With the Knight of Coins, so you're persistently trying to make them understand. This is where the acceleration is. This is what I would like to happen. So it feels like you're giving them that time to have this understanding and taking the time to understand where you're going to move next. The passion's ignited is upside down over here, which means my heart is no longer in passion because it doesn't feel like there's any action. So with the Eight of Wands upside down, it's almost like they're writing you and they're telling you that they feel like they're in a dark place at this time. There's a cloud over us. We're not moving forward. I don't feel the vitality and the love that I did before because it's complicated. I don't know if it's complicated. Okay. So I guess on their Facebook page, they're going to put it's complicated. It's them. It's them saying there's a complication. They don't feel that the passion and desire is there anymore. They believe that you're not really offering them the cups that you once offered them, but that's just because there's no growth. It's almost like I try to get this to go, but it's not going. Yeah, it's just overwhelming. And it almost feels like it's kind of back to the basics with you. You're kind of explaining it to them, but they're not getting it. it feels like they don't really have the desire to do exactly what you're trying to do. So therefore it's misleading. They're kind of misleading you, and I feel like you already know this. If they don't have the desire to grow with you the way that you want them to, and they just stop, then it's misleading, mistrusting, and it looks like you're just going to go on with your wands over here to get your own victory and have your own accelerated motion, because yeah, otherwise you just feel stuck within this situation. So no one is really moving or doing anything in the near future, though. I will tell you that right now. You're not leaving. You haven't done anything to accelerated motion yet because you're still, it looks like you're still trying to plant a little bit of the seeds, because like I said, you're trying to make them kind of understand again where you're coming from, but the relationship is not moving in the direction that you want it to. So now you just feel kind of stuck. And, you know, it's like, what do I do? There's no victory. Because it does feel like you don't really want to leave them, but then again, you want someone that you can grow with. It's, like I said, it's complicated. Relationship status, complicated. And they're making it complicated because they're not even listening. I'm sorry, they're not. I don't see anything in here. All I see is denial. Denial, 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 denial. Right. So let's see where your relationship, let's see what your, it says there's no separation at this time. That's what it says, no separation at this time. So will you guys work this through? You know, it's like I said, it's going to be up to you. For some of you will release your ex because you're going to come to the conclusion that it's, yeah, not worth making the effort. And then some of you, you're going to feel it is worth making the effort. But really on this one, it's releasing your ex because it's not worth the effort. There's just too much. You're not getting it. I don't get it, right? Maybe you propose to them to marry them and they're not, you know, doing anything to get closer to you. You know, things of this nature. You ask them for engagement and they're not doing it. Something like that as well. Okay. And then for others of you who are not separated, it's just trying to express your love, you know. But I feel like you were already doing that anyways, guys, you know. So, like I said, it's going to be however you're going to take it in the end. But I do see in the near future that it's just going to make you stuck in your head of what to do, because it's almost like you're explaining it to them. They just don't seem to get it. But there's a lot of anxieties that they have as well. So maybe that's another reason why they don't do it, is because of the anxieties that they have. Maybe they're afraid to move closer, right? So we'll keep that in mind. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.